Shamanism is a spiritual practice. Today this tradition is observed as a way for one to return to his or her roots through their natural surroundings. The shaman was someone who acted as a medium between the physical and the spiritual worlds, and is known as the oldest healing tradition in the world.
Shamanism is how religion was practiced for its first million years. Up until about 12,000 years ago, there was no other form of religion on this planet.
The word itself comes from Siberia, from the Tungus tribe, and it's shaman there. And the Europeans who first saw much of shamanism saw it in Russia, in Siberia, and described it. And the shaman is a kind of medicine person, but there's some very specific characteristics that one should note. The shaman goes into an altered state of consciousness when doing his or her work, either men or women may be shamans. And this is often brought on by monotonous drumming. The shaman is a person who makes journeys. You might call them out-of-body journeys, to use current terminology, but or journeys of the imagination, if you will, though many of us think there's more to it than that. To an upper world, to a lower world, here in the middle world. And these journeys are done for very practical purposes, such as to gain knowledge. Shamans are often called persons of knowledge. You are human, whether your ancestors come from Europe, Asia, Africa, or wherever. Shamanism once existed there. We are just attempting to go home to our spiritual roots. Before the state religions, the agrarian and centralized religions, rose up with autocratic governments and said, this is what you're going to believe, these are the official revelations, take it from us, you can trust us, we got it. And, of course, what we've seen is the decay of centralized governments in recent centuries, particularly in the West, but now elsewhere in the world. We've had the rise of political democracy. And one of the reasons shamanism is popular again is that we're trying to achieve now spiritual democracy. To retain and recover your old right to contact the spiritual realms yourself and get direct revelation yourself. With the drum, beaten at the range of 4 to 7 beats per second, one can enter these worlds in a very safe way.
Working with drums is part of working with sound and with music, and there's nothing more powerful to connect with holiness.
The universal mind is alive, is sentient, is perceiving, is there to meet you when you come through from the other side.
have met the enemy, and he is off.
There's so much danger at the present time with everybody, which everyone can recognize, obviously, with the weapons that exist, with the ethical failure that is becoming more visible, with the destruction of the environment that everyone is aware of, with the toxic ideas that are reducing our sense of what we are meant to be and affecting our children. With the art that circulates around, sometimes in forms of music or other kinds of visual things, that actually suppress the inner metaphysical faith that a man, a human being, is meant to be something much more than we think. That need to understand that vibration that makes us wish and seek ultimate truth as the most important enterprise of our life is itself a special form of energy, is a special form of life force in us. We are born needing some understanding of what is above ourselves, what we're part of. And it's one of the great needs of mankind to have a deep, real, nourishing sense of, a nourishing question about ultimate reality and the nature of God.
Production.